I don't know that much about it, but it's the new Fujifilm X-E5, and
This camera's a little diabolical.
it is very diabolical.
You want to know why?
Why?
Bro, if y'all put your little pre-orders in for the X-Half, and then the camera that you really wanted to come out just came out, dang, that sucks.
Cancel that pre-order.
I guess cancel the pre-order, because obviously the X-Half seems like a super fun camera.
Yeah.
Just maybe a little expensive. It's like $850, $800, something around that. And honestly, for something that maybe like is $500, actually seems perfect.
Yeah, I will say this camera is what I think I wanted the X100V to be.
Yes.
But then I was afraid that it would cost like, $2,500, which would then put it out of the realm of possibilities for me. But it is a X100, I guess an X100 but with interchangeable lenses, which I personally think is really interesting because
100%.
I mean, y'all, we were at Cine Gear. I got a chance to shoot with what was the Leica M11?
Yes.
And I really enjoyed shooting with that camera, but in a very real way. I don't know if I will ever bring myself to spend $10,000 on a play camera. If I ever do buy an M11, y'all can just rest assured to know that like life is good.
There will be signs.
But as of right now, life is not that good. So this camera actually strikes me as really interesting, coming out at less than 2 bands. It is like an X100 but you do have the ability to put interchangeable lenses on it, which is nice. So you're not just stuck at the, 35 millimeter lens. I think that's on the F100
Yep.
Now you can put a 50 on there. It's kind of like a Leica Q, but with the ability to swap lenses. It is a rangefinder, which is fun. So you could put manual lenses on there if you want to kind of have the more organic photography experience. But you also have the ability to have this camera for fun. So
this seems like, in a very genuine way, the real fun camera that you were looking for. I'm sure Fujifilm, they have all their looks, their baked in film looks, 40 megapixel sensor, crop sensor. It shoots 6.2K in 30p or 4K 60 cropped like the FX2. And it's got IBIS, which is crazy. So this definitely does, like, don't get me wrong, $2,000 is $2,000, but this feels like a very capable camera, and you throw some manual lenses on it, you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know what? It sounded like to me? It sounded like the poor man's Leica. And this is exactly what I could afford. What?
Diabolical.
How is that diabolical?
Diabolical.
I'm not Leica rich.
Fuji's just like, I'm out here just living my life.
They're going to make all that money back with the Eterna.
Dude, no. They're going to make the money back with this camera.
This camera did sell out.
This camera
Which is
will
weird.
sell. All of their cameras like this sell out.
Yeah.
You can't get them.
It's weird to me when we talk about Fuji cameras minus the Eterna. Like, when you talk about this, you talk about the X100, you talk about the half. It feels like they sell out, though they say they sell out on all their releases.
They make 10.
But
we're sold.
It says that's not a rangefinder. It doesn't have an OVF. What? It's not a rangefinder? I thought it was a rangefinder. I could be wrong. But either way, it just makes me feel like he says, I'm not Leica rich, owns multiple reds. Okay, you wanna go there? Let's go there, because this is live. I don't care. Ron, give me the camera. Ron, here's the deal. My cameras make money. If I shoot on a Leica, ain't gonna make no money. My reds are investments. So all y'all who think I'm rich because I own reds, those are investments that have made their money back. I ain't gonna make that money back on no Leica. So don't talk about my pockets like that. Keep it 100. Sorry. Anybody can get it.
Why aren't you gonna make money on your Leica?
Because I'm not a photographer like that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not well enough, like I don't know how going from a traditional camera to a Leica is going to help me make more money. But with like a traditional camera and a Red, I've used them on virtual productions.
Yeah.
And like the only cameras we would use on these virtual productions are my KX or the Raptor X. So it's like these cameras are bought specifically for a task. That makes sense to me. I don't know how to do it. Y'all owe me a video though.
Go up to his other comment.
I'll have my Leica at build if you want to try it. See, now Cam's got Leica money. You got to know how to stay in your lane.
Cam ain't got no kids.
Cam ain't got no kids.
Cam, do you got kids?
Cam ain't got no kids that he know about. Because if he did, he'd be paying that Leica money back in child support.
Yeah. I feel like there will come a time in my life when I'm an old man and I've got some RF telephoto lenses and I've got a Leica.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I'm gonna be a bird watching man. I ain't gonna have nowhere to spend my money. But until that day, I got 6 kids. So
yeah, Cam says, not that I know about, and I ain't trying to know about. Look, I understand that you can definitely buy cameras for fun. My film cameras, they are for fun. But what I'm saying is, I'm not buying a Leica today because I don't want to spend that much money on a fun camera yet. I hope to get there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Put a Billy in my pocket.
Let me hold 100,000.
Look, let me get that. Give me 3 days of Elon Musk money. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it, but in a very real way. I'm just not there yet. So, but goals. I will say, shooting on that like a M11 goals. I think that's what we did, Dallas. It was an M11 with a Voigtlander. Is that right? Yeah. That was a amazing setup. It was an amazing setup. So yeah. maybe one day I'll be there.
So this is the crazy part for me is shot on the Leica M11, Brandon Talbot's M11. Gosh, there was something magical about it. He taught me some stuff about photography, and very grateful to you, Brandon Talbot. But what I realized in that time is I do like slowing down, taking photos, especially on manual lens. I do love that. But bro, the way that I started shooting on my camera with my lens, I realized that like there is times for slow photography, composition. Oh, you always need to be doing composition and lighting, all sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But I realized that, man, I don't know how to say it in a way that doesn't sound disrespectful or throwing shade, because it's not either one of those things. I just want to make sure I want to be careful with my words. But like, guys, you can have fun with a fun camera that don't make no money, like the Fujifilm X-E5. You can have fun on your Canon that's shooting autofocus and that sort of stuff. You can have fun on your Leica. Like, just go out and shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably the best part about Cine Gear for me, is when Brandon said, hey, try this, Brandon Talbot, try this Leica M11 and go shoot. I literally, to that point, hadn't brought out my R6, wasn't shooting nothing. But then once I started shooting on his M11, then I was like, oh man, I'm like, bring my camera. And then I started shooting, and then I was like reminded of like how much fun it is just to walk around with the camera and shoot. So make sure I was shooting.
What are you still doing here? Oh, the clip's almost done. Well, before you go, hit the subscribe button, and then, you know what to do. This is YouTube. You're not 5. Come on, you know what to do. Go. Hit the subscribe button.